We busted open in the age of reason, lost our memory and our way. You said, I don't want to drive this if we can't survive this. My skin was aching from all the reasonable time we were taking. You and me. I went stumbling around the maze of freedom, sleeping anywhere I fell. And this is so fantastic, how the life elastic, shining like a lighthouse, running like a pink-eyed white mouse. You and me. We held each other in the light. We put each other in the frame. We saw each other in a hall of mirrors. We both looked the same. Now one of us is on the road to glory, and one of us is on the main. But it's just you and me, like it'll always be. I want to join forces, don't mean I want to change horses. Midstream, trying to find the middle of this impenetrable dream. Every morning there's a new day dawning, light shining in her eyes.
Thank you. Welcome to the wonderful Wheat Sheet, the best pub in the world. Best pub in the world. We're almost Evelyn, and we absolutely love playing here. It's such a great room and such a great vibe the pub has, and we are so privileged to have a wonderful professional like Kevin behind the desk up there. Please welcome Kevin to the evening. Song that is, it was on our first EP a couple of years ago, and just this morning we found out that it's on some
it got played on a radio station or
some
something.
playlist this morning. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Sympathy.
Come to me with your arms open wide, because you feel all this pity for me inside. I see your eyes so deep I nearly faint. You are my Jesus Christ, you are my saint. Pity, pity, I'll carry your cross. Pity, pity, I'll swallow your loss.
I drove through the mountain tunnels in the rain, from Santa Margarita, the Cure, down from France and into Spain. felt the mystery, pearls to swine. I drank the history and drank a lot of wine. Pity, pity, sing me a prayer. Pity, pity, I don't care. Many monsters, they wanna take you underway. Many times you gotta do them in. Beat your own heart, keep your shot in the sling. No fantasy, no security, no women on the side. No heartbreak, hunger, leprosy, memory, or pride. She'll probably keep me awake all night, wagging her tail. I gotta get my dog inside, 'cause the mountain westerlies come up. It's blowing a cold, pitiless gale. Here's to your health. Pity, pity, pity yourself. Pity yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We don't get to play that often because, well, Nicola roams the world on the Almost Evelyn private jet, using the Almost Evelyn expense account everywhere she goes.
I just went to Europe. I did not use a private jet. One day we'll have one, maybe.
Max lives in Melbourne, and you know, I sit around waiting for them to come home. What can I say? Both of those songs, I started their life when I was a teenager, before many people in the room were born. And I played both early versions of both those songs in the teenage band that I was in a pub in Raymond Terrace. It was a pretty rough pub, and if you imagine a tiny little stage like this, like a five-piece, rock band, and the toilets were there, so anyone that wanted to go to the toilet had to kind of weave their way through the band. And the cops would come at night, and because we were all underage, when the cops came, the band had to hide in the toilet. It happened quite regularly. If I did that now, it'd just be through senility, obviously. But this song began its life in a pub in Belfast, and then it travelled around. It's called The Medicine.
Rain falling down like Irish whiskey. I'm drunk in a distant land. Money's tight and nobody's paying the band. Where's the medicine, the drugs to ease the mind? Where's the ocean, the covenant I signed? I threw my hat into a complicated breeze, and birds are singing the skeleton trees. Wind blowing round like a Tennessee shooter. Sorry. Rivers are dying, the market is flying, and the orphans are screaming for more. Where are the protocols? Sorry, it's that jet lag. Sorry. Should we go for the top? Protocols, the rules to tame the wild. And where is the ocean, the future for the child? Counting my blessings and curses by degrees, and birds are singing in the skeleton trees. Sun beaten down like a Mexican standoff. Walking on porcupine sand. Cactus is blooming, the roses are smiling, still nobody's paying the band. Here's the medicine, the drugs to ease the pain. Here's the ocean, asylum for the brain. Kicking the can down the road with the refugees, and birds are singing in the skeleton trees. Rain falling down like Irish whiskey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is another song from that old EP of a few years ago. We have a whole bunch of people we don't know. Welcome to the Almost Evelyn family, and we have real family and we have friends. We have a lot of people because we don't play that often who come very regularly, and that's really lovely of them. Two of our biggest fans both recently had birthdays, and rumor has it that at least one of them. For at least one of them, this is her favourite Almost Evelyn song. So this goes out to Bruce and Rosa. Happy birthday to both of you.
It's my parents for the anyway.
They gave us so much. My mother had 5 boys under 10 years old. She was an eternally happy and contented person, as you can imagine. But if she did get frustrated, she would occasionally threaten to run away with the Tingaleri man. I wrote this in memory of her, believing that now she finally has.
I don't know who she was. I don't know if she was crying, but she ran away with the Tinglery man. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know if she was lying, but she ran away with the Tinglery man. She lifted her head, the roses and jonquils, it swallowed her up like a waterfall. The sound of the organ pumping over the hills led her away like a siren call. I don't know what he looked like, an ordinary man, or something other, a Yorkshire ghost, the Tinglery man. But the music coming out of his arm drew away my mother. She ran away with the Tinglery man. The thought of her roses strewn over the hills, the thought of her running free, leaving behind the poppies on the windowsill, running away from me. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what she was saying, but she ran away with the Tinglery man. Yeah, I don't know what she was hiding. I don't know what he was playing, but she ran off the Tinglery man. The thought of her heart billowing in the breeze, humming along with a mystical pen, love in the mist growing wild beneath the forest trees. I wish I was, yeah, I wish I was, I wish I was a Tinglery man. Yeah, I wish I was, I wish I was, I wish I was a Tinglery man.
I think that's one of my favourites too. It's a banger.
Could I have a little more of this here, please, mate?
The reason I say it's a banger though is because I showed it to a friend of mine who worked in the Central Markets at the time. She got her boss, she worked at the Kangaroo Island store, she got her boss to put it on the sound speaker, and like her boss was like, "Oh, that's a bit of a banger, isn't it?" So now I just associate that moment. Yeah, it's been played in the Central Markets.
Played at the Central Market.
Yeah. We've made it.
We've made it.
And reported to be a banger.
Yeah.
We're going to play three songs now that are all kind of different aspects of sort of relationship type stuff. This is the happy one. This is a song about getting to a point in your life where you realize you've been with someone for 20 or 30 or 40 years or something, and you just are amazed and think, how the hell do we do this? I am in that fortunate position. So this is for my beautiful wife who's here tonight. It's called Meals and Bridges. Here's to all the bridges in the world holding us together, stretching over rivers. Every time I look at the shadows, I'm thinking of the bridges and the impossible distance we travel. Here's to all the meals we shared together, all the quiet nights, stretching over years. Every time I look at your shadow, I'm thinking meals and bridges and the impossible distance we travel.
Hold on, everything will flow beneath our hands. It's alright, let the water flow, let it flow.
Here's to all the bridges that we built, holding us, stretching over shadows. Every time I feel your hand in mine, I'm thinking meals and bridges and the impossible distance, the impossible distance, the impossible distance we travel. Thank you very much. Of course, look, I always say this every time we play, and I think I always will. As I mentioned, I sort of suggested writing this song since I was 16 years old, and I'm 62 and still doing it, and to have them kindly. To have your kind attention means a lot to me, so thank you very much for that, and for being here and supporting Great Pub and supporting live music. Live original music. So the second song, well, things don't always work out that well, right? And occasionally relationships don't last, and so this is for anybody that's been through a divorce or a divorce-like situation. It happens. Happens more in the eastern states, I think, but it's still occasionally, not and even less so a weedy crowd, but you know. empathise with those others. War is over and the cannons are all rusted. The sky is angry and the ocean is disgusted as they glide over the divide. They fell in Paris and they died in New York City. She was shattered by the shock of all the shit he didn't hide over the divide. War is over and the balls have all been busted. The treaty signed, the reparations done and dusted, and the criminals have all been tried over the divide. War was over back in Paris in the autumn. New York City was just bumming round the bottom of the slide. War is over and now not a word is trusted. The sky is angry, the ocean is disgusted as they slide over the divide. So sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, right? But the moral of this next song is leaving you on tenterhooks there. Is that you got to be in it to win it. The song is called Ease.
You can look into another's eyes and feel lost. You can look into another's eyes and feel that you've been crushed. You can stumble on a mountain trail. You can wind up in the belly of a whale. You can stare down love till it sends you blind, or you could ease your agitated mind. I could sail across the ocean and still tremble at silence. I could sail across the ocean and still cherish my violence. I could give myself to God or cocaine, put a dagger in my shivering dark brain. I could stare down love, I could kneel and pray, or I could each other's eyes and still feel lost. We can look into each other's eyes and feel tempest tossed. We can look into tomorrow's sky. Gotta look into tomorrow's sky. We can stare down low till the fire starts. Or we could ease our hesitating hearts.
Get a free jig as well while you're here.
There's a light in the country, down the rivers and streams. There is hope in every woman and man, but there's a line drawn in the sand around the weight of dreams. The weight of dreams. It's dark in the city, in the shadowy schemes. All the promises turn into dust. Greed is crippling the just with the weight of dreams. The weight of dreams. There's a truck stop on a flat plain, in the lonely driver's beat. I wanna break down there, spend the rest of my life without the weight of dreams. The weight of dreams. The weight of dreams. There's a train exploding, hear the sound of screams. There's a man on the railway track walking away with a pack on his back and the weight of dreams. There's a truck stop on a flat plain, where the coffee's just as bad as it seems. I wanna break down there, spend the rest of my life without the weight of dreams. The weight of dreams. Down the rivers and streams, there is hope in every woman and man, but there's a line drawn in the sand around the weight of dreams. The weight of dreams.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nicola Grant, ladies and gentlemen. Max Garcia Underwood. I found them while walking down a country lane some 25, 30 years ago. I just heard a faint noise as I was walking, and there was a barn, and I went into the barn, and I found these two little babies lying next to each other. I put them on my knapsack, and I walked on. I found a friendly cow who nourished them, and here they are. I'm so proud of them.
And now one of them's vegan.
This is a song about getting older and feeling the significance of one's childhood, which seems to get closer and closer. You know, the wonderful Australian writer Richard Flanagan said in his brilliant new book, Question 7, said that life is a journey toward the past. This song is kind of about that. Everything's coming up roses, and there's a vaccine now for sorrow. There's a woman in the White House, and it's warm and clear tomorrow. And I'm standing in the house where I was born, looking out across the water. It's here I am, and here I will remain, looking out across the water. Everything's coming up roses, like we're drifting through a dream. I chopped wood and I carried water, now I'm resting by a stream. I'm standing in the house where I was born, walking slowly down the hall. The tiniest bruise, the twist of an arm will travel me, will carry me, and where I land is where I stand with what I am and what I carry, what I carry, what I carry. Everything's coming up roses, and we found the golden fleece. There are flowers on my parents' grave, and my children live in peace. And I'm standing with the child that I was born, and everyone surrounds me. It's here I am, and here I will remain, and everything astounds me. Everything's coming up roses from where I stand. Thank you very much. That's one of the new song that we recorded recently. We're trying to get an album out by the end of the year, or maybe early next year. So, woo! Well, may you, woo! I don't know if Sean's here, our partner in crime, is studio we're recording it in, maybe not. Shout out to Sean. He might be watching on whatever. And this is another of the songs that we've recorded for that album. This song is called Alcatraz.
I'm breaking out of Alcatraz tonight. I'll be lying low in Sausalito till the morning light. I still love you, but I'm gonna spend my days high in the redwood trees, forage by night. I broke the rules, ended up in prison for a stay. I broke the prison rules, got sent down to San Francisco Bay. I still love you, but I got my candle and my spoon, so I'm gonna keep digging away. Your heart is big, your heart is great, your heart is strong. You could tame an army with your eyes, make them march across continents singing your song. And I still love you, but I gotta keep digging away. This prison's not where I belong. Time has fallen in my mind. The sky has fallen in my eyes. I'm breaking out of Alcatraz this time.
I'm breaking out of Alcatraz this time.
I've been in chains ever since I did the crime.
I'm breaking out of Alcatraz this time.
And I still love you, but I'll be gone, looking for the tallest tree that I can climb. I'm breaking out of Alcatraz this time. I'm breaking out of Alcatraz tonight.
I still love you.
Okay.
We're going to go a little more than 45 minutes, but I said we'll do that and then worry about it later. This is the last song that we'll play, and then we're going to take a break for 25 minutes or so and go and get another drink, come back and hear a bunch more songs. Thank you again for your very kind attention. I have to tell you this little story, though. Otherwise the song...
Oh, we're already over time.
I know that, but the song doesn't make any sense without it. Okay, quick version. Max, can you do this while I talk? Yeah. Thought you were going to drink. No, you're not going to drink. So, story before the song. 1904. And a baby is born in the north of England. A Geordie, little baby, and she's born to an Irish mother. Her mother dies when she's 4 years old, and her father, who was a Geordie, absconds. He goes to a faraway place on the other side of the world called Australia. And the little girl is put into the care of her grandparents, her Irish grandparents. When she's 5 years old, she goes to a gypsy camp near the village with a little friend. And they both approach the gypsy camp, and then as they get close, the little friend does the wise thing and turns around and runs home, and my grandmother goes into the camp. And there's an old gypsy lady there. It's a true story. There's an old gypsy lady there who tells the little girl that when she dies, the little girl will inherit all of her psychic powers. And she did. And she spent the rest of her long life reading anything you've got. Eyes, hands, faces, tarot cards, tea leaves, beer coasters, whatever. Then when she was 16, her grandparents died. Her father wrote and demanded that she come to Australia. She really didn't want to come. She was greatly against her wishes, but she had to come because she had no guardian. And she came and she lived here for the rest of her long life, and always missing home and never really happy, apart from when she was in the company of her grandchildren. This is called Grandmother's Song.
the end of the day, at the end of your sorrow, looking back at the little girl fled and the old lady beckoning, at the end of your life as you know it. Cards and faces, palms and tea leaf traces, all my power will be yours. For it's a dark-haired man you'll be following at the end of the road, at the end of the day. Climb aboard that ship, Mary. Climb aboard that ship. At the end of the road, on the edge of the forest, where the gypsy fires burn, looking back on the things given you and what you have given others, at the end of the world as we know it. Cards and faces, palms and tea leaf traces, where the time flows. Maybe wiping it to, maybe not. It's a dark ocean you'll be crossing at the end of the road. Climb aboard that ship, Mary. Climb aboard that ship. At the end of the road, at the end of the tale, all the jolly days are over. Looking back at that little girl and the man you were bound to follow to the end of the world. Cards and faces, palms and tea leaf traces, tell you all you need to know. For it's leaving you are, Mary, at the end of the road. And it's lonely you will be. You will climb aboard that ship. You will climb aboard that ship.
And that's the end of Act 1.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in half an hour or so. Thank you.